Hello everyone and welcome to the second Filmora 10 tutorial on the channel. I'm Henry Higgins, and despite being a Scotsman living in Wales, in Great Britain, in the United Kingdom, I am going to attempt a little tutorial relating to that most American of all traditions, Thanksgiving. And specifically it's going to be how to put together a Thanksgiving tag for the end of your own videos. So without any further ado, let's get to the tutorial. So the first thing you wish to do is drop the background onto the main timeline row 1 for images. It's a nice crisp background here. We then want to place the green screen turkey onto the second row. However, we only need the second half of this video. So you find the spot you need to crop and you crop it. We then remove the section we don't need. And unfortunately, the way the capture footage works here, it doesn't bring up the menus, but essentially you go to the chroma key, take the green screen out. We then set a marker there so that we can remove the turkey all the way off screen to the left. We then want to set a second marker on the far right keyframe where the turkey will have escaped out of the right side of the screen, and if you've done it correctly, as you can see here, the turkey will enter the frame and bounce from left to right out of frame. So that's the one. We are now going to add some motion blur to this. So we've then increased the speed to 2 times 2. We then make sure everything's working okay. Protect the first frame. We copy this 5 times and then just place them all one on top of the other. This is going to be important because this is how we're going to create motion blur. So essentially we take those 5, place them on top of the first one. We now have 6 of the same image, and if you see here, although it will run a little janky because it's not rendered, but we have 6 copies, one on top of the other, bouncing through. To get that motion blur effect, we have to set them so that there are 6 images, but they kind of run like a couple of frames behind each other. So we take all 6 and we move them back one at a time, element wise, going backwards. It's important that the top one is the furthest to the left, so the first one that will actually come into frame. So if you have a look there, you will see that there are 5 after images running through this. And what we need to do now to get the motion blur is to simply change the opacity for each one. Closest to furthest away, dropping it from 80%, 60%, 40%, 20%, and then the last one 5%, and that should give us the motion blur that we're looking for. So as you can see there, as janky as that is, again because it's not been rendered, the motion blur is there. Now we need to get the Happy Thanksgiving on there. I've chosen New Title 18, you can choose anything you wish. Decrease the size so it fits what you're going for with the entire run of the video, or the clip in this case. Add in your Happy Thanksgiving, centralize it, put it where you need it to be, and there you have it. And the Happy Thanksgiving works. So now that we're done, here is the final product, and as you can see, the motion blur is in effect. The turkey goes from left to right, and the motion blur is there. The Happy Thanksgiving comes up, and that's a nice short 10-second stinger for your video. So I hope that some of you can get some use out of that tutorial, even use the skills and the techniques in the video to apply to other things and other themes. This is obviously a Thanksgiving one, but it can be used for a multitude of things. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for tuning into this video on our channel. Please do like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And look out for future Filmora 10 tutorials on the channel. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.